Okay guys, what is going on? J-Man101 here again, finally back in the crew. And yes, the title is correct. Today I'm going to be showing you the updated method to, I guess not updated, like method, in a way. An updated video with my information on the fastest way to make money in the crew. Now last time we did this this whole thing, we used this race right here, the Branchu Loop. Now, as far as I know, it being my own personal, this is my personal account, obviously. I think with the latest update for the crew, what they've done is they've taken some of these races that they see as very short, i.e. a 2-minute race. The Bayou Brawl is probably a really short race as well. I didn't do that one. Or a mission like Vertigo is still 8,000. Now, basically what I think they've done is they've taken the races that are very short and they've made the reward a lot smaller, and then you get a race like all the way up here to Frontier Tour and it's $160,000, which is a lot of money for a single race, but it's 2.5 hours, which is a long single race to do. So basically, I'm going to show you guys my new fastest way to make money in this game. It's nowhere near the caliber of money from the last one, which really sucks, but there's a couple things I want to point out. We got Highway Child right here, which is 1.5 hours, which is $160,000 and 3,000 RP, which obviously RP when you're level... No, the XP is 0, that's why. But 3,000 RP, that's a lot of RP for a single race. We'll get back to this leaving LA right there, because that one's actually important. It's 160,000 for an hour and a half, which, if you remember, we were making like 240,000 off of this race in an hour, which is nowhere near the same amount. Why would you ever bother with that? But, well, I'll explain why. You got, if it would let me show up, this race takes about 30 minutes, and it's 30,000, so that one's very inefficient. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Most of these are just not at all worth it. I came down here. I know fleeing the country takes like 15 minutes, which isn't that bad. So it's like, what, 120,000, something like that. It's not too bad in an hour, some 100, 120. The Branchu Loop race, if you were to do 2 minutes consistently, you're making about 120,000 in an hour, which is literally chopping it in half, obviously, because the payout's half. I tested Vertigo. That takes 3 minutes and 33 seconds using my Ford Raptor right there. It wasn't the best run, so you can maybe finish it around 320, something like that on average, 330, and you're making 125,000 when you're done with that race. We come back down here next to the Highway Child. That's not that bad, especially because you're using a circuit spec, and I would assume you're just driving down the highway most of the time. But leaving LA, this one is the one I mentioned in the last video. This one takes you about 12 minutes to complete. Last I've tried it, which was just the other day, and you get 30,000. So that's 150,000 in an hour, which is very good compared to the other two now. And the one other race that we have that is actually now my race of choice to make more money is the Point of No Return. It's a circuit spec race, and we'll go ahead and hop right into it. And basically, you're gonna make around 160 grand in an hour doing this race, because it takes you, averages around 3 minutes a race. And I'll show you the whole race right here. And here we go. And so basically, it's literally you racing against this one Dodge Viper, and you start on the salt flats, and you're just working your way up into the mountains. Is all this race is, and it takes you, right, like I said, I just did it, and it took me right around 3 minutes with a couple rough turns. So maybe smooth it out, maybe a car with a higher top speed on road, even. And so all these factors, obviously you'll shave off more time. You can probably get this down to like a high 2 minute race. So I mean, you're probably even making more than 160,000 an hour if you're just constantly redoing it and stuff. But yeah. So this is the fastest way, next to obviously leaving LA, which is the next fastest, which is right around the same amount. So either one of these is actually I would recommend doing to either if you need some quick money to buy a spec, or if you're trying to stockade money like my 1.25 million that I still have. And I have been buying cars. I just keep winning the money back. Obviously doing these races, doing my old method that I'm really sad that's gone. But what are we going to do, right? I mean, they figured out the system. Eventually it's going to get to a point where all the races are just going to go back up to the normal, and I will definitely be on top of it then. But like I said, this is the fastest that I've seen. I'm actually doing faster already than I was last time on this race. So hopefully we can finish this even faster just to prove my point. But yeah, that's basically it. The leaving LA is the circuit spec, obviously. It's a much more technical race than this one. This one's very much just hold the right trigger, watch for traffic. Like, because there's not even that much traffic, and other than that, you're basically just cruising down the highway at 240 miles an hour. So like you can tell, I'm averaging right around 230, 240 for my top speed. I know there's cars that average way higher, like the Koenigsegg, or no, you can't use the Koenigsegg. Whatever the fastest circuit spec is, I'm sure there's plenty that are faster. This is just the highest level, so that's what I'm using right now. My Mustang, my beautiful little Mustang. Yeah, that's kind of it. Basically, for this video, obviously, we're coming up already on the finish. We got 2 checkpoints left after this one right here. And you can see, look at this split, 33-second split. You literally don't even have to worry about the guy you're racing against. He's literally always so far behind. The second you hit the asphalt back there at the beginning, you literally just have to worry about finishing the race. I couldn't see the truck. Finishing the race in as little time as possible. So obviously we're going to have about the same time as the last one, but we hit, 3 cars? So the time is pretty consistent, right around 3 minutes. There we go, 3:02. Go through our little cinematic scene here. Okay, and there you go. 3:02 and $8,000. You can do the math. It's right around $160,000. Yeah, $160,000 an hour, which is just above the LA one. Like I said, I'll show you where these two are again on the map real quick. But that's basically it for this video, guys. I just wanted to keep you guys posted because the last video did really well with like, you guys seem to really like my last video that I posted about this. So I figured I'd make sure I keep you guys updated as far as I know on what is the fastest method. So this one right here, the point of no return, took 3 minutes. That's when I just showed you guys. That's my recommended race because it's really easy. And like 3 races, you can buy a circuit spec or buy a bunch of parts for a perf spec or whatever. Next would be leaving LA, and then if you want just a single long race with one big payout at the end, Highway Child would be my recommended one. For sure. And maybe even go check out Fleeing the Country. It's a street spec all the way up here in above Detroit. I don't remember exactly how long this one is, but I do believe it is not quite it takes a bit longer because you're crossing that whole thing in a street spec versus, although I don't know how much Highway Child is, but this one's not. Leaving LA is a little bit faster, I believe. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps you with your car buying, spec buying, whatever you're doing with your money on the crew needs. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you guys have any information on if maybe it is just how much I overdid this race. Like, if you guys could let me know if it is the actual update, I'll obviously look and I'll post if I find anything. But obviously, Brand Shoe Loop is out, and I forgot the name already. The point of no return is now in as our newest method for getting money. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Like I said, help me spread the word about the channel. Share the video if you want to show your friends. Obviously, just help them out as much as possible. Go check out my other videos, the crew videos, whatever else I have on here. That's really it. I'm trying to find a car. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.